felt pretty good. Each and every outing has been a little different in terms of the way the body feels, but it feels great. Shoulder felt good. Now it's just more about, as I'm getting into these outings after a year and a half. I think this is my fourth one. It's all about getting the delivery in place and just trying to execute pitches. So I was able to do that. Made an adjustment actually after the outing here, and then took that to Nashville and had a good day there, and just trying to get more consistency. So that started showing up today. So just keep on trying to have a consistent delivery and just kind of figure out how my stuff's going to play. So
when you were in Nashville, did you get a chance to go 5 innings, or was today the first time that you went 5?
No, I went 5 last time in Nashville. So the hard thing about this is I need the load of the pitch count, but the way we have our schedule set up for the 5 innings, it's, at this level it can go one or two ways. And today it was fast, and I felt good, so we made the call to go back out and to get that extra up and just kind of fill that 6th inning. And so that was definitely a positive. And so the goal here is to get the load with the pitches, respond to that, and then keep moving forward. So
you mentioned consistency. What do you want to see consistency? Is it velocity? Is it location? Is it how the ball's coming in? What tells you that you're ready?
Yeah, the hitters tell you. And yeah, I want to see consistent in delivery. When the delivery's right, the command starts to increase. So I started seeing that a little bit at Nashville, and I'm not necessarily concerned about the velocity right now. That will come with more reps, and as my body gets used to doing this again. It's just been a while, and you know what, like 92 to 94, maybe hit I don't know what I hit today, but like I can pitch with that. So I've got a lot of different options. It's just it starts with delivery. It starts with everything over the rubber, and that cleans everything up. So that's the biggest thing I'm looking for. Because at the big league level, you got to be able to command the baseball, and so that's the biggest thing I'm trying to accomplish is just command of not only the fastballs but all my pitches.
So do you feel like you're one step closer to returning to the big leagues after today?
Yeah. Each and every time you come out of an outing feeling good, it's always a step forward. So, we don't. I know my 30-day window's coming up, but honestly, like I don't try to look at the end of that tunnel. I try to take each and every outing for what it is, come out of it healthy, and just recover, reassess, and get to the next outing. And then, once we feel like we're in a good spot, and I feel like my delivery and health-wise is in a good spot, then I'll be ready. So, but today was definitely a step towards that.
You mentioned recovery. How important is recovery where you're stacking starts? And when you get back to the big league level, you're looking at a 5-day rest. How important is that process as well?
It's huge. It's because the intensity will jump up in a major league game. So I'm preparing for that. I'm trying to do the best I can in these outings to be able to give my body the best chance when I get back up to handle that intensity. So I'm trying to take every outing as serious as I can and just prepare for that. So but yeah, today was a good day for that, and being able to push it there a little bit in the 6th and still see the velocity hanging in there at the same is a good sign.
Do you know what's next, and if so, could you share?
I don't really know exactly what's next. I think I'll have another outing for sure in the minor leagues. I'm sure it'll be in Nashville again. Yeah. So I do know that for sure, and then after that, it's kind of TBD. So.
As a veteran player, how much input do you have with the Brewers to say, I think I'm ready to be, back in the big leagues? Or how much of that decision is yours? How much is it that the Brewers?
Right. Well, they've supported me. They've supported me so much in this journey, and I know the front office and staff knew that this was going to be a tough one to come back from, but at the end of the day, it's nobody can feel what I feel inside of my body. I'm the one that has to know, I'm my own best pitching coach, I guess, in a sense, the way to put it. So I'll know when I'm ready. and then it just becomes about communication and being a good communicator on my end to let the staff know and front office know that I am ready, and then you just proceed with that. And then once you get back, it's just you keep doing the things you were doing that got you to this point in the rehab. So, but yeah, most of it is for my end and being communicating well and not trying to, because the thing you don't want to have happen is rush something this early in the process. And I know it's been 19, 20 months, and that's a long time. But for a shoulder, sometimes it gets tricky. So I have to make sure I'm in the best spot possible when I do return to set me up to be able to finish the year. So yeah, I'm on the path to do that, and they've supported me and given me the freedom to be able to communicate that and do what I need to do. So
you're getting closer. Mentally, do you start thinking what it's going to be like when you finally are pitching American Family Field again?
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be. It'll definitely be an emotional day. It'll almost feel like I'm debuting again. It's just been so long for me, and it's honestly coming into these outings, I get those nervous jitters, I get all of that, and that's good. And feeling that again I haven't felt that in a long time. I've just been stuck in the rehab, but now that I'm actually pitching and getting innings, and it gets exciting. And I can't wait to step back on that field, because the last time I threw there, I was doing pretty well, and then it just everything just hit me at once, and ended up having the surgery, and I'm looking forward to it. I know the fans are looking forward to it. Yeah, and I can't wait to get back out there.
What was the purpose of going from here to Nashville, back to here, back down?
It was more, honestly, more my decision. It's easy to come over here and drive an hour and a half and be able to get your work in and not have to fly somewhere. And that's kind of the easy answer. Yeah, I plan this stuff out. I look at the calendars, I look at everything, and I have a purpose, for why. And it's just an easy time to just pop over here and come get my work in and get back in Milwaukee.
So to clarify, do you kind of say, I want to pitch for the Timber Rattlers next because it fits the schedule, or do you say,
Yeah, it's a collective effort. I know where every team's playing. I know where what's kind of going on, and I think the common sense answer would be go pitch in AAA every time because it's better competition. But honestly, you get a lot out of pitching in these games. You saw today, they were super aggressive. I was able to make some adjustments, and then that kind of flows me into the game. Sometimes it's different at different levels, so it's always a challenge in its own way. So to be honest, I don't necessarily look at the levels as I need to go pitch here. It's more about a game within myself of delivery. If I know my delivery is right, if I know certain things within myself, if I'm winning the first pitch strikes, 1-1 counts, play these little games, good things tend to happen no matter which level it's at. And I do that in the big leagues. I play that game within myself. So in that sense, it doesn't really matter where you pitch. It's just executing at a high level is the main thing.